welcome to my channel. My name is MaryAnngeline, and for today's practice, all you need is your mat and yourself. Before we get started, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications bell so you can get notified when I release a new video. And click above to be added to the Kinesi community newsletter for more creative vinyasa flow yoga classes, workshops, teacher trainings, and retreats. Now roll out your mat and let's get flowing. Hello everyone, welcome to practice. This is a 15-minute class on the hips with the intention of ending. So endings in the sense of, the end of a cycle, the end of our year, the end range of our hip mobility, right? Anything that has to do with coming to a closing. And I want us to remember that ending doesn't have to be necessarily a forever. It just means it's the closing of that era, of that chapter, not necessarily your full story. When it comes to your physical movement, it's just the end of where you're at right now. And the more we move and the more we breathe and the more we do, the further that quote unquote end range or ending will be. Okay. But today about those hips and with that intention. So as we move through this practice, just remember that we are going to start standing today. Nice quick flow here. Feet hip distance apart, arms by your sides, palms forward. Connect to that with that drawing in of the belly. And as you draw in, let it grow the spine. So we lengthen up to the spine. Connect with breath. So even here, on that inhale, you find an end range, your max. And on the exhale, you also find that end range, that max. But the more you breathe and the deeper you breathe, the more that end range will be pushed and pushed and pushed. All right. Couple breaths here. Let's get right into it. So blink the eyes open, take the arms overhead. One-legged mountain. So we're getting into balance today. Draw that right knee up. And then turn out the knee like you're going to figure four, but we're not going there yet. So the knee drops down, the heel presses up. Return to one-legged mountain. Again, rotate knee down, heel up. And one-legged. Let's do that 2 more times. Feel the rotation in the hip. Return. Last one. Return. Now bring your hands to your hips. Little stability. We'll take the knee the other way. So drive the knee down, click the heel up. This is internal rotation. It might not be as big as a range as your external. It's very normal. Return. Be mindful you're not sinking into this left hip. Knee down, heel up. Return. Knee down, heel up. Return. Last one, engage those abdominals. Return, step it back, crescent lunge. You should already have felt right hip work a lot. Take the arms overhead. Let's bring the hands to heart center. Tap the back knee towards the ground. Maybe it taps down, maybe it doesn't. Re-straighten everything except for the front leg. So we bend, tap, and straighten, just stretching out that back leg. Tap, straighten, last one, tap, and straighten. Bring your hands to the ground for a modified pyramid. Let yourself release for a moment. Head drops heavy, hands to the ground for support, back heel up. Step the right foot forward, halfway lift, and forward fold. Tuck the chin to the chest, round up the spine 1 vertebra at a time until you come to standing. Arms by your sides. Second side, left knee pulls up. All right, keep your way into your right side without sinking into your hip. Then left knee drops down as the left heel comes up towards the sky. Almost like you're gonna set your leg on a table and then return. We do this 4 times total. We have 3 more. Heel up, return. Heel up, return. Each time you lift your heel up, you want to go a little higher, right? And return. Now hands on your hips, a little more stability here. Left knee drops down, left heel goes up. Internal rotation. Ooh. Return. Internal. Return. Try not to let anything else move. Internal. Return. Last one. Return, one-legged hold. So you should feel that heat in the hip now. Set the left foot all the way back. Let it release into crescent lunge. Both arms go up. Now this next movement, we're really stretching out the quad and the hip flexor. So lower the knee towards the ground, hands to heart center, then straighten the leg and re-straighten your arms. Again, lower, straighten. 2 more. Lower, straighten, lower, straighten. Now we just stretch it out, modified pyramid, hands to the ground, both legs straighten, back heel nice and high. Breathe. Be mindful of wrapping the right hip back, left hip forward. Let's step it forward, halfway lift. Forward fold, shake out your head. Tuck the chin around up to stand. Reach the arms overhead. Hands to heart center. Right knee up, one-legged. Now, heel up, that's external rotation. Bring the heel to the thigh. Bend the standing leg, hips back. We're in our single leg chair or figure 4. Return, straighten the leg. Bring the leg back to one-legged mountain. Now, internal rotation. Knee down, heel up. External rotation. Set the foot on the thigh, sit low. Told you, balance also today. So I just kind of a double, balance and hips. Bring it up to single leg, internal rotation. Repeat, external rotation, heel taps down, bend the knee, sit back. And up, internal, external, heel taps, sit back. Last one here, bring it up, internal, external, tap it down, sit back. Bring it up, internal, neutral crescent lunge. 1 tap down, all the way down to low lunge. Right hip draws forward, left hip draws back. Pause here for a moment. Toes are tucked under for support. Twist to the left. Breathe. Back to neutral. Hands down to the ground. Point the toes, the back toes, and then take the heel like you're going to kickstand the leg. Straighten out your front leg, sit the booty back. So it's like a half split, but our right knee is turned out. Then just shift your weight forward again. Press forward. Now shift it back, take a seat. Forward and back. We got 2 more. Forward, back. Last one, forward and back. We're taking a giant step to the top of the mat, right into our halfway lift. Forward fold. Tuck the chin, round up. Arms high. Hands to heart center. Whew. Other side, left knee. Lift it up, bend it. We take our external, heel up, knee down, hook the ankle to the thigh, and then send the booty back as you bend your right leg. We get a deep stretch into this outer hip. Return to one-legged. Internal rotation, knee down, heel up. Remember, it's going to be a little less, but the more we do it, the more end range we should find. Return to neutral. Kick the heel up, hook the ankle, knee presses back, bend the standing leg as you send the pelvis back. Chest can go forward. Return. Slowly, the same way you came in. Then add that internal. External. Hook, press, and sit. Return nice and slow, the same way you came in. Straighten, then lift the heel, return the heel, internal rotation. Return the heel, external rotation, hook the foot, send the booty back, bend the knee. Bring it up. Internal. External, last one. Take it into your figure 4. Ooh, that standing leg is feeling it. And bring it up. Internal. Return neutral, step it back. Crescent lunge. Hands to heart center. Lower the knee all the way down now. Keep the toes tucked under. Pause. We're just stretching out this back quad and the hip flexor. So right now we're stacked. Low lunge, a lot of times we push the hips forward. We get the hip in front of the knee. But this one, we are directly 90-90. As long as there's no pain in your knee, you can always add a cushion. But with the toes tucked under, it does support us a little bit better. So we're here. We twist to the right, a couple of breaths in our twist. We bring it back to center, hands down to the ground. Point your back toes. Now kickstand the leg so the heel goes to the right. As you straighten your front leg like you would for half split, send the booty back. You take a seat as low as you can. Then take it forward. And back, stretch it out. Take it forward. So I keep my hands in line with my foot, but you don't have to. You can always move your hands if you need. Forward. And back. Forward. And back. Last one, forward. And back. Let's bring it forward. Step it up into halfway lift. And forward fold. Tuck the chin, round up the spine. Reach your arms high. Hands to heart center. One-legged mountain right knee. Now we're just going to go internal, external, internal, external, internal, external. Internal, send the leg behind you. Tap down, crescent lunge. Modified pyramid. Step forward, halfway lift. And fold. Round it up. Arms overhead. One-legged mountain, left side, hands to heart center. Internal, external, like a little pendulum. In, out, in, out, in, out. In, send it around, back, crescent lunge, one breath in. Modified pyramid, out. Step forward, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Little yogi ball, pause. Booty to the ground. Open your feet wide, let your knees knock together. Lift the heart up. Then let your left knee drop all the way down towards the ground, as low as you can get it. Breathe. Keep the, I don't know if I said right now knee or left knee, but your left knee should be down. Your right knee should be up towards the sky. If I said the wrong thing, I apologize. And let's switch it out. So now your right knee should be down and your left knee up towards the sky. So usually we let both knees go down, right? But this time we're going to do the opposite. So as I drive my right knee down, I squeeze my left inner thigh towards my right leg. Be mindful that you're not sinking in the shoulders, but you are lifting up and out of the shoulders. Now let's go back to the first side, but this time you are going to drop both knees over. Both knees over. Naturally, you'll want to bring your chest with you. Can you continue to draw that left shoulder back? Let's take it through center and over to the left. So both knees come down. Remember, right shoulder will want to go. You'll want to turn the body. It's very normal, but counter that. Right elbow, right shoulder pulls back. Right knee drops down. Left knee drops down. Bring it back to center. Let's lie down onto our back. Long body stretch. Point your toes. Reach through your fingers. Bring your arms by your sides. Close your eyes down. Let your body drop into your Savasana. When we work with hips too, it can pull up a lot of emotion. So notice what's coming up for you. And bring movement back into the body. Hug the knees into the chest, bring yourself up. Come to seated. Hands touch, rub the palms, create heat. Left hand on the heart, right hand on the left, bow the chin. Here is the ending, the closing to our class, a closing to a cycle of a flow. Something that will sit with us forever. It'll be integrated in the body, even when our memory won't necessarily access it, but our body will fill it. So when these endings come to fruition, these endings come to a closing, allow it to sit with gratitude of what you just did, of what just came up for you. I want to thank you all, and until next time. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. Put any future requests and comments below, as I would love to know how much you enjoyed this class, this practice. If you're interested in longer form ad-free videos, be sure to click here to access 3 long form videos for free, just for my YouTube subscribers. Otherwise, if you want more flow with me on YouTube, click right here. Thanks again, and I'll see you all next time.